Hi everybody, Brendan here with Common Motor. That's common-motor.com on the internet. And today we're going to be talking about our angle boot pod filters, and we're going to show you how to install them on your bike, so stay tuned. I'm going to show you how to put the pod filter on a CT90. And you might be asking yourself, well, why would I put a pod filter on a CT90 when you have this very large airbox assembly that comes on the bikes as well as the spine cover? And the answer to that is, oftentimes the airbox is missing or broken, or at least broken and missing parts, etc. And there are several pieces to this assembly to round up in order to put it in place. And if you don't have the budget for that, to find all these bits and pieces to put the factory airbox in location, the pod filter is an easy solution to keep the bike running. Also, if you don't plan to go off crazy off-road like underwater, you'll be fine too with the pod filter. We have the whole thing on this bike. We'll take it off, but hey, you may not have it on yours. I'm going to pull off the spine cover first. Those Allen head bolts that we've already put in here as we've worked on this bike before. All right, there are two bolts that hold the air filter body in place of the frame. This right here is actually a long bolt assembly, and there's also a bolt on the back of it where this like little forked part of the plastic holds it in place. Ideally, that bolt is only sticking out far enough to grab the fork on. Sometimes they've been tightened down and it's really hard to take off, which means we have to then come in through the battery box side to loosen it up. Let's cross our fingers that is not the case on this bike. Hopefully you have this bolt because we're going to reuse it, and if not, we'll have to come up with another solution. Look, on this one, that little tab I was talking about is broken on this bike, so it wasn't even in place. That would have been where the bolt went, and it should just stick out enough to grab that. Again, this is a common thing that people break because they don't know that's in place. But there is a full assembly, oftentimes missing. Just for documentation's sake, I'm going to pop this apart real quick so you guys can see all the different bits and pieces that should be on a factory air filter. I believe this one is complete. You should have the boot on this end, and I'm going to take the boot off of here because it does partially clamp on in place. And this is a brand new one, nice and soft. If yours is rock hard, if yours is rock hard, you need it, probably change it. Okay, that's there. Got the wing nut on this side. So there's the back half of the cover with that boot. And here's the filter, the foam element. There's a metal piece in the middle, and then there's this other spine piece here that comes out. So there's a good handful of pieces here on the Trail 90 filter. There's also actually a very thin but large O-ring seal that goes around that part of the airbox as well. So you'd have to round up all these pieces in order to make the factory airbox complete for a Trail 90. And if that is not what you're going for, this is where the pod filter can come in as an easy solution. Pod filter install is pretty easy once we have all the pieces removed. I like to go with the clamp on the bottom side, screw facing down. Put the pod on, like that. Before I commit to tightening up the pod, I want to show you a detail. I've highlighted the rubber seam on the pod with some white grease pencil, and that's right now in line with this casting of the top of the carburetor body. What I want to do is I want to clock the pod in as far as I can because I want to make sure I have clearance on the outside here for the spine cover when I put it back on. So usually I find that you have to turn them kind of about like there, where the pod filter is actually even touching the frame a bit there, and the seam on the pod is offset from the seam on the carburetor by, oh, I don't know, about a 1/4 inch or so. That's usually where the pod needs to live. So now I can go ahead and commit to tightening up the clamp, and then we'll get our spine cover installed. That's it for the pod. All right, I'm going to put the cover back in place just to show you it does fit. There you are. That's how the pod is going to look under the spine cover. And that bolt we took out earlier, we're going to put back in place because we want to be able to make sure we have support on the spine cover right there. If you don't have this bolt, you're going to have to either take some all thread and make a spacer, or use a long bolt and some nuts to make a support spacer to keep this piece from wanting to flex. Otherwise, it's going to crack and break. All right, I'm going to put that spacer bolt back in place there. I'm going to go all the way in until it seats right there. All right, let's test fit our spine cover. And if we have our pod clocked correctly, we're pretty lined up with our bolt hole there without having to really flex that. We don't want to be stressing on that part too much because, well, we could crack it. But it does seem to wiggle a little bit. Let's see if we can get that bolt started in there. Some final thoughts on CT90 pod filter install. As you can see now with the spine cover installed, the pod filter fits nice and compact under the spine, and it runs great. You just got to make sure you have that clocking in there so that you don't cause the spine cover right here to flex, and also that spacer bolt is super important. If you don't have it, you can make something to keep that in place so you don't destroy your spine cover. And you might ask yourself, now that that filter is removed, what do you do in this area? Well, you got a spot here for a sweet sticker. If it happens you don't have the spine cover, that's okay. It is a purely cosmetic piece on the bike. You can run spineless, or coverless, I should say. Spine's still there, the cover is gone. You can run the bikes like that. Actually, some of the early CTs, like the CT200s and the CT90 KOs, had like a upholstered like crotch pad there, like you have on a BMX bike. So maybe you want to do something like that on your CT90. This concludes our pod filter install on the various different Honda models that we support here at Common Motor. With that, this has been Brendan with Common Motor. That's common-motor.com. On the internet, make sure you follow us on social media. That means Facebook and Instagram. Subscribe to our newsletter through our website. Newsletter subscribers always get informational content like this video, as well as promotions first before anybody else. And of course, do subscribe to this YouTube channel as well. Make sure you're ringing the bell for notifications, and we will see you next time.